In just a few days, Turkey will hold a runoff election to decide the next president. The incumbent, Recep Tayyip Erdoğan, is facing off against the opposition leader, Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu. The stakes are high, some of the electorate fear foul play, and the outcome will decide the future of Turkey. PalTV Global has been on the ground in Istanbul to find out what's going on. Erdoğan has held the reins of power for an astonishing 20 years and now seeks a third term with the AK party. A charismatic figure, he has garnered a substantial following within Turkey. Many attribute the country's economic growth to his leadership. However, his critics decry his authoritarian tendencies, raising concerns about the erosion of democratic values. Kılıçdaroğlu, on the other hand, brings a different perspective to the table. A former civil servant and parliamentarian, he leads the Republican People's Party, Turkey's oldest and most established political party. Regarded as a more moderate alternative to Erdoğan, Kılıçdaroğlu has pledged to resurrect democracy and freedom in Turkey, a message resonating with those yearning for change. The upcoming runoff election is anticipated to be closely contested. Both candidates have invested tremendous effort into their campaigns, hoping to sway the undecided voters. The outcome of this election will shape Turkey's future far beyond the political ramifications. Erdoğan has been campaigning on a platform of economic prosperity and national unity. He has promised to continue his economic policies, which have helped to lift millions of Turks out of poverty. Furthermore, he vows to combat terrorism and safeguard Turkey's borders. While some Turks applaud his policies, others fear the potential implications of his authoritarian tendencies. Erdoğan has enjoyed a notable advantage throughout the election period. State-run TV extensively covered his rallies, totaling over 32 hours of coverage, while Kılıçdaroğlu received a comparatively limited airtime of only 32 minutes before the 2nd of May. Another noteworthy development was Erdoğan's decision to dock a warship on the Bosphorus, which has been interpreted by many as a demonstration of strength preceding the elections. These events have prompted discussions about the potential influence they may have had on the electoral dynamics. Kılıçdaroğlu's campaign champions democracy and reform. He pledges to re-establish democratic principles, vowing to dismantle Erdoğan's authoritarian rule. Additionally, Kılıçdaroğlu aims to revitalize the economy and generate employment opportunities. His campaign has been met with enthusiasm from many Turks, especially those tired of Erdoğan's authoritative rule. However, Kılıçdaroğlu faces an uphill battle as Erdoğan enjoys widespread popularity and the backing of the ruling party. The runoff election is poised to be tightly contested. As both candidates tirelessly campaign, their ultimate goal remains winning over the undecided voters. The result will undeniably determine Turkey's trajectory, influencing its governance and core values. If Kılıçdaroğlu wins, he will become the first opposition leader to win the presidency in decades. Kılıçdaroğlu's victory would represent for some a victory for democracy in Turkey, although recently, in response to the runoff election, he has stepped back from some of his liberal viewpoints. Turkey stands at a crossroads as the runoff election approaches. The outcome of the election will have a major impact on the future of Turkey. Voters have a choice between two very different candidates. When speaking to people on the ground in Istanbul, we encountered widespread rumours of election tampering. While many individuals we spoke to hadn't seen direct evidence, many said they wouldn't be surprised if such evidence was being concealed until after the election concluded. One man we spoke to felt comfortable openly expressing his opinions in Istanbul, but admitted that in less liberal regions of the country, he would need to be very cautious about criticising President Erdoğan. As the runoff election draws closer, a prevailing sense of defeat is growing amongst those who oppose Erdoğan. One resident we spoke to asked us when we were planning on leaving the country.
Before the runoff then, so you won't be here for the war. Of course I'm joking, there won't be war. But if he wins, we'll sit and talk, and when talking doesn't work, well, you know what happens after talking fails.
While it appears likely that Erdoğan will emerge victorious in the Turkish election, the response from the increasing number of Turks who desire a new leader after 19 years under the same president remains uncertain. A desire for change is on the rise in Turkey. Reporting from Istanbul, this is Tillotson for PalTV Global.